It's a bunch of firsts, well, for my YouTube channel anyway. The thing I'm most excited about is I got in some heritage pork today. This isn't the stuff you get at the store. This is a rare breed of Cheshire pig that you have to order special online. They have more fat and everything in them, so they should taste better. Plus, we're going to do it with the Slow N Sear and the Drip and Griddle on the new Weber Performer 22-inch grill. Yep, I think that covered it all. So that's this time on today. Just going to be using butter flavored spray to use as a binding agent. Going to put some Three Little Pigs barbecue rub on it, and when we sauce it, I'm going to use this honey stinger, and then my new secret weapon. This is the original rib candy. It's a apple habanero. Ought to be really good. And I did have one more first. I'm thinking about trying to do some amateur barbecues, cook-offs. So you got to be able to, you know, make everything portable. So I bought me some portable knives. So I'm going to be using them today to see how sharp or unsharp or how good they work. So let's get into it. Don't really plan on doing too much trimming on these things, because the fat is where the flavor is. So I'm not going to do any trimming. These things are beautiful. So let's just get this other one out, and then we'll get to rub it. Well, as I stated before, I got the second one out. These are trimmed and don't need anything done to them, so I'm just gonna spray them and rub them, which you've seen me do before. So we'll do that really, really quickly. Those rest for 10-15 minutes. The salt and everything in them. Get them going, and we'll start the Slow N Sear. Unlike every other YouTube channel that has these on it, David Parrish isn't here to show me how to do it, so I've got to figure it out on my own. As I understand it, 10 to 12 charcoal pieces. Got some kind of device to get them burning, let they get going for a second. A couple more in there just to hold everything up. And supposedly in about 10-15 minutes those will be ashed over, and we can fill the rest of the Slow N Sear. Now you might notice that I got the Drip and Griddle as well. Do I ever plan on using the griddle as a griddle? Well, not really, but you know, never say never. But the reason you want this, especially for low and slow, is it blocks off the majority of the air. So the only place for the air to come through from the bottom vents is up through the Slow N Sear. You get this round top, so you get a convection going, and so that way whatever you're cooking over here on the indirect side is getting cooked more evenly. So really need the Drip and Griddle. Okay. As you can see, the coals have all pretty much ashed over, so that means it's time to fill in the rest. I'm using peach wood today for my smoking wood. So you supposedly stick one right there as kind of a bridge, and then let it go and let it heat up a little bit more, and then we'll put water in the reservoir and we'll put on the ribs. Okay, you want to pour hot water in the reservoir, and it's a quart and a quart only. So Got to be careful because, as I said, that turns the seam and splashes up. So you got to be careful and not splash on yourself. But the water is what makes it low and slow. It actually absorbs a lot of the heat and doles it out slowly. So that's why you want the water in there for low and slow, which is how we're going to do the ribs today. So, all right, we're going to let it get up to temperature and we'll come back and put the ribs on. Well, it's cool and damp today, so it's taken a while to get up to the 225, 250 that I was hoping for. It's basically stalled at about 210, but I'm going to put these on anyway because it's putting out that perfect smoke. So, all right, there they are. A little closer to the heat than I want, but I guess that's how it works. I'll check back in a couple hours. You really shouldn't need it because it's got so much fat in it, but I'm going to spray it down with about 1/4 of apple cider vinegar and 3/4 is plain old apple juice. Flip these around just for the heck of it. And back on and come back in another hour and do that again. Ooh, doggy, look at that color. That's some beautiful, beautiful color. That's after only 2 hours. Just spraying it down again. And you'll notice it's actually in focus this time. I didn't trust the autofocus to do it like I did the last times. I actually focused it myself. Those are looking really, really good. Only about another hour and a half. They should be ready. It's been another hour, so time to spritz. I came out about 30 minutes ago and twirled this one around because it was getting a little dark on that side. So just a little bit too close. They're bigger than they seem to need to be. I decided to hit them with a little bit more of this, the Three Little Pigs barbecue rub. Just make a better crust on them. Okay, well, one more hour and they ought to be about time ready to come off. You can see that they're beginning to pull back from the bones there. And they're doing good. Looking forward to eating these. Well, I stoked the ashes and got it to go up and it was burning a little bit faster than I wanted it to. So it's time to put on the original rib candy apple habanero. I poured a little in this, and I don't know if you can see it, but there's definitely habanero in there. Can you hear that bubbling? That's the water boiling because it's getting hotter than it's supposed to. Alrighty then. It breaks, they're ready to take off. So, take them off, put them in the Cambrio for about 30 minutes, and then we'll taste it, which is, I'm sure all you know by now, that's my favorite part. Let me talk about the Slow N Sear for a second. Took about an hour for it to settle in and even out. I had probes on both sides of the cooker, and they were wildly apart for about the first hour. I'm gonna try to put a graph from my thermometer that I can't think of the name of and show how they were wildly apart, and then it took about an hour, and then they stayed together for the rest of the cook. So it does what it says. It just takes a little longer than I thought it should. It did a really good job, stayed right around 250, 255 the whole time, and that's with me only using this is maybe the third time I've ever used it, and it's the first time I've ever tried to do low and slow, and it did pretty good. It did actually really good. The ribs came off wonderful looking, and now I'm having to wait that excruciatingly long 30 minutes in the Cambrio so that everything can re-equalize and it can it can become better than it was if I just ate them right away. But I'm actually impressed with that. My next cook, I have a rotisserie that I'm going to use on the kettle. So it'll be the rotisserie with the Slow N Sear. Yep, rotisserie, because you know how you're only supposed to add heat on one side of it. Well, Slow N Sear supplies that in amples. Supplies that amply, however you want to say that. So I'm going to try to do that. Am I going to do a chicken? Am I going to be predictable like that? No, I've got something else up my mind. Up my mind? How about on my mind or up my sleeve? Pick a chicken choice. But I'm gonna do something else that I think will work. It might fail miserably, and I don't know if you'll get to see the video or not. But if it fails really miserably, of course you'll get to see the video, because that's what people like to see. But I'm interested to see about the rib candy here. You can see the little seeds from the habanero in there, and so that scares me. I don't mind heat, but a lot of heat, that's hard on me. If you'll remember correctly, I said I was going to use this honey stinger stuff. I decided not to use that because I'm really just wanting to taste the taste of the meat, of the protein, the heritage pork. So I realized if I put too many things on there, it would kind of mask the taste of the pork. So I just went ahead and added this, just because it's sweet, and I'm needing something sweet right now. This, of course, the Three Little Pigs barbecue rub had brown sugar and sugar in it, so it's sweet too. So it might be sickeningly sweet, but I'm looking forward to it. So right now, as I said, we're just waiting for that 30 minutes to come up for those ribs to kind of equalize, and then we'll be out here and I'll cut them and I'll taste them. And as I think I've said before many times, that's my favorite part. Alrighty then. The ribs have made this thing hot. We'll just try this end piece real quick. It's barely got any meat on it, but so it's kind of the taster anyway. But I don't know if you can see that, but it's got a nice little smoke ring to it. It's a little sticky from the rib candy. Oh. See, that's what I remember ribs tasting like when I was a kid. Fatty. That's really, really good. Sorry, it is that good. This means good and bad things. It means I can make really good ribs again, but it also means that I have to order them from Heritage Farms. I mean, it takes about a week, 10 days to get them in, and it's kind of expensive, but if they all taste this good, it's definitely worth it. So, what do we do this time? Right. We used Heritage Farms Brookshire pigs, which is a very rare breed. Used that on the new, with the new Slow N Sear on the new kettle grill, and we put, and it's coming up behind, and we put the original rib candy apple habanero on it, and it's really sweet, and it has a back end burn that is somewhat satisfying. So actually try that. Try, once again, it's apple habanero, and the rub I used is 3 Little Pigs rib rub. It's got to put a good crust on it, so everything's very, very good. I'm kind of hurrying through this because it's getting dark, and the folks that I have promised this to are getting hungry. So I'm going to let you go. So that's it for this edition of the Gadget Griller.